let's talk about computers. Ah! Hello, welcome back to Scuba Shack. Today I'm with Bob. Bob having a headset that is a computer. It swivels, gives him detailed information. Hi, Bob. Say hello to Bob. Ah! This is a Scuba Shack head display. Pretty awesome little device. Gives you everything you need to know about your dive. Uses a sending unit that attaches to your high pressure to give you tank information so you know what your air pressure is. Pretty slick idea. And it attaches to any Scuba Pro mask. Who would have guessed that you would need something like this when you're scuba diving? That's kind of cool because you don't need anything on your wrist. You don't have to pull up a funky old console. Well, when we talk about computers, first thing that comes to mind is analog. Console gives you your SPG, tells you your depth. Some of them have a compass up here. The batteries don't run dead. Pretty darn cool. But a lot of people opt for a little better and they upgrade and they go to one that has a computer. Of course, we got the SPG here, which tells us submersible pressure gauge. Haha. And then they got the computer, and it tells them what their dive is. And the nice thing about this is unlike the analog, let's turn around, it tells you some basic information. It'll tell you your depth, it'll tell you how long you've been down there, tell you the water temperature, things like that, which are very important because later on when you do your logbook, it helps you out. And then, of course, this particular model has a spot for a compass. Woo, neat idea. But same token, you're like, I don't want to have that. I like my analog, but I wouldn't mind having that on my wrist. Well, there's a cool thing about that. There are different types of wrist computers. For example, dive computers are the key ingredient for being a great diver. Now, the nice thing about dive computers is that you, as I've shown you, you can get them as a console, you can get them as a head display, which is pretty cool in its own right. But what if you just wanted something simple? Maybe you wanted to be cool. Maybe you wanted to have a wristwatch. Well, that's a nice thing. For example, Garmin makes a great computer. Now, I won't get into details. You can do that on your own as a good consumer. But what's nice is about Garmin is it's a nice wristwatch. It also, as Garmin portrays, it also does GPS, and it has long battery life. Goes underwater, keeps track of your basic information, how deep were you, how long you were there. It's really cool, and it looks pretty cool when you're out wandering around on that surface interval looking for more tank fill. Or, took it to work. Look, he's stylish. He's got a dive computer. Of course, Aqualung makes a pretty cool one. This is the i200. Same Bluetooth, air nitrox gauge, free diving. Data. It looks nice, works on your wrist. You can wear it when you're not in the water. Maybe a surface interval. Scuba Pro also makes a limited edition. The Matrix Black. Again, wristwatch. Wear it in the water, out of the water. Comes with an extension, so you can put it over that wetsuit. Hey, nothing wrong with that. That's the same token. Well, you're like, man, I don't really need that because I'm like Dan. I'm wearing an Apple. While they did say it was waterproof when it first came out, the i300, I quickly discovered that it's not waterproof, it's more water resistant. The mic stopped working, so I had to get the i500. But same token, well, I like my computers. So I wanted something that, as you can see, I wear glasses, I could read. So I opted for something with a little bigger screen. This here is the Galileo. Not saying this is what I wear, but I wanted something big in which I could see it when I'm diving without my glasses. Now, some of you can say, oh, I got contacts. Well, great. You can see it too. At same token, i300 by Alcalon, great computer here. 2-button hold up, put it on your wrist. It's a great one as well. Well, now if you're going, man, that's a lot of work, I'm not sure I want it. Well, and I'm not saying that any brand or manufacturer doesn't or does carry it. You as a good consumer can do your own research and discover, ooh, that's the one I want. The i770R by Alcalon. It's a really nice computer. Also has sending unit. This allows the information of your tank fill pressure to be sent to it. Has a lot of great features to it. Now the thing that I want to mention to you when we're talking about all computers, one, they all work with air. Yeah, I know. We breathe that too. But they all are nitrox ready. That means that you don't have to have funny charts. You don't have to go, oh, I remember there was a rule I was supposed to do. No, any one of them will automatically, or capable, that being new computers today, will automatically be able to change the percentage of oxygen. It allows you to take all of the guesswork in the mathematics off. At the same token, they're all Bluetooth capable, which means that you can pull out your phone and, oh, well, you know, I got all my information from that dive right here. And I can share it. Woohoo! So with that being said, here's some ideas on dive computers. When you're thinking about it, that is the number 2 most important thing that you should purchase. And you're like, why is that the second most important thing to purchase? Well, think about it like this. How long is it going to take you to learn the functionalities and the twerks of that computer? 2, more importantly, if it's yours, then you know how many dives are on it, when the last time the battery was changed, and more importantly, how it works. So with that in mind, you know how and when your next dive is going to be and how to plan for it. Isn't that what about being a good buddy is about? By sharing your experience, being prepared to have fun? I know I do. Well, we've talked about computers. Got to put in the disclaimer. 1, do your research. You'll hear people talk about algorithms and how this one's better than that one. The question you got to ask yourself at the end of the day is, what kind of diving are you going to do? Who you're going to be diving with, and how much fun you're going to have by not trying to determine whether or not does this one have the mathematical formula to make me safe. All computers at its most basic programming will take care of that. Can I get the information easily? Does it display so I can see it easily? And do I trust it? Is it a good name brand? It's something. And more importantly, while there are a lot of good computers out there, can you replace the battery if it goes bad on the dive, boat, or beach where you're diving? Because if you can't replace the battery, what was the point of having a great product that you got to send off every few dives in order to have it replaced? These are considerations. At the same token, that might be okay because you only do 2 dives a year. By being a good consumer, you have the opportunity to do the research, and there's a lot of people out there that will give you a lot of good videos beyond this, and tell you this over that and that. I'm not trying to point you whether you should go. I'm not trying to point out you should have an Aqualung over a Scuba Pro, or you should have a sheer water over, I don't know, let's see, Snow Toe. No, I'm just trying to make you aware there's a lot of good products out there to save you a lot of time so that you can have a lot of fun. See you out there diving.